Welcome. It's been another week, and we have another sizable selection of premium diecast to take a look at. We do have one token Hot Wheels here, but for the most part, this is going to be all premium diecast this week. And we're going to start it off with this from Tarmac Works Global 64, the Pagani Huayra BC in blue, and this thing looks absolutely beautiful. And let's get it out of the package. Or take a quick look at the package. Comes with the box, useless box on these. But resealable packaging. If you do want to keep the car in the packaging, you can take it out and put it back in this clamshell, plastic clamshell. But the protector thing here typically does not fit in the box. Although this one, no, still does not fit in the box. But not exactly sure why they do that, but anyway, we're interested in the car. We're not interested in the box. So Tarmac Works Global 64 is definitely up and coming brand, or sub brand, I should say, of Tarmac Works. They haven't put out a whole lot of unique models yet. I think there's maybe 10 different unique models at this point, somewhere in that area. And this one is a very nice addition to the collection that they have. So the Pagani that they had put out previously, and the thing that probably got everybody to really pay attention to Tarmac Works Global 64 was the Zonda R, and this is a very, very cool model. And then now this one will join it. And I love Paganis. I'm not a really huge fan of hypercars overall, but I do like the Paganis. And then the other one that Global 64 or Tarmac Works Global 64 has put out is this Zonda Revolution, which is very similar but not exactly the same as the Zonda R. But very happy with this new one. Very happy to add it to the Pagani collection. And it's a beautiful model. Very nice. Next up, let's get this one Hot Wheels out of the way from the Then and Now series, the 174 GT. This will be by far the most interesting or least interesting model on this channel or video this time around. I think we've all seen this casting quite a bit. This is obviously the now version of the car, and then we have the then version of the car, the original Ford GT40. In a similar, though not exactly the same livery. This one is a Gumball 3000 livery. And this is the recolor of the Then and Now set. The first version was this one in white and red. But I think the black version looks much better to me. And this version is also more reminiscent of one of the winning Ford GT40s from the 60s. It's not a replica of that livery, but it does. When I see this, I do think of that car, which is cool. So next up, take a quick look at another race car here. So this is a 2021 IndyCar from Greenlight. This is the first one of these that I've picked up. They have put out, I think they're putting out one for each driver, so there's quite a few of these models available. This one is Alexander Rossi in this Napa livery. I don't think I'm going to collect all of the different versions of these. I'm not that big of an IndyCar fan, but I do like to have an example of the car. And the 2021 version of the car is very interesting. This one seems to have a very crooked rear wing on it. So there's going to be quite a lot of Greenlight in this video. So, you know, if you want to have some fun during this video, keep track of how many manufacturing defects we find on Greenlight cars. It has become depressingly common. I still keep buying them. I love the brand. I love the models that they put out. There's just so much cool stuff, but their quality control is just, I mean, that's just bad. Just bad. It's always so disappointing. So, should be the Stinger Diecast game. Count the Greenlight defects. So let's look at another Greenlight and see if we get what defects we get on this one. So the 1969 Mercury Cougar Eliminator. This is one of my favorite Greenlight castings. I collect this one. I have, I think, probably 12 different versions of this now. And this one looks particularly nice in a nice metallic blue. And look at that right there. Rear wing is bent. Well, that's two. We're 2 for 2. So frustrating. You would think that this would be enough to make me stop buying them, but no. Not only do I buy them by the case. So this was, I threw away the card. This was from GL Muscle Series 25, which I had done a case unboxing of this earlier this week. But other than the wonky rear wing and the scuffed window and the scuffed front window, this is an awesome model. Let's see. Should we do Greenlight? Let's do Auto World. Auto World always does a better job. So I actually found a couple Auto World models in stores. These were the last 2 models from 2021 Release 3 that I needed. I actually found a square body pickup truck in store, which was really surprising to me. This one is in light bronze poly almond and looks pretty cool. One of 17,120. Auto World's really upping the production numbers on these, testifying to the popularity of diecast collecting at the moment. It's good to see for them. And this is a nice one. You know, I would never buy a brown car, but I love diecast models in these weird colors that you would never actually want to have on a car. Although maybe if I were going to buy one of these trucks as a classic truck, I would actually go for something like this. But I doubt that I would ever buy a truck like this. I'm not a pickup truck kind of person, but I do like a good die-cast model pickup truck. So this one looks very cool. Has a license plate. Can we see what's on the license plate? It says 1983. And it looks really nice. Love it. Very cool. And then the other Auto World is the 1994 Toyota Supra. This is just black. I'm not going to say I'm a huge fan of this casting. I think the headlights, at least in the other version of it that I have, the headlights didn't look very good to me. I think they do look a little bit better on this one, maybe. But this is a case of where Auto World, you can kind of see some. Well, it's all blurry. Not bad. Actually, they look better on this one than they did on the other one that I have. Chrome wheels, just a gloss black. There's no metal flake or anything in this paint. And then painted details on the rear with a license plate, which says, what does that say? 2JZ? Okay, I don't know what that means. Probably means something. I'm sure somebody can tell me what that means. But yeah, this is an okay casting. I don't know. I probably should have passed on it because I don't love it, and I don't have to buy everything. But it seems like I always do anyway. So, All right, another green light. And 2019 Dodge Durango SRT. What do you think is going to be wrong with this one? Nice tinted windows on this. You know, SUVs, generally a pretty boring kind of vehicle. I'm not going to claim to be the biggest SUV fan in the world. But I actually think this one looks really cool. Definitely not a car that I would normally go for, but this does seem to have, looks like painted details here, but they did a really good job on them. They look almost like acrylic inserts, but they're not. And then it does have acrylic inserts on for the headlights with some paint to add a little bit more detail to them. It doesn't look too bad. And this one doesn't seem to have any obvious quality issues. So there you go. It is possible. So, cool. Let's see. 1981 Ford Mustang Cobra. This one looks really cool to me. Nice red, orange stripes with the Cobra logo on the hood. Looks good. Kind of dirty windows. One of the more common green light problems. It's a nicely detailed engine. You can see, get a little bit of light in there. And this wing is not sure how well that sits on there. That's the way it's supposed to be. This era of Mustang is rapidly growing on me. I was not a fan when I started collecting, but I really like them now, and I think I actually have another one in here. Let's see. Let's do a mini GT for a change of pace. So we have the HKS Toyota GR Supra in Renaissance Red. This is collector number 265. I had another version of this HKS body kit, and it seemed kind of funky to me. But this one, I don't know, seemed to have more potential. I like the red with the white wheels, but we'll see if how this body kit comes out. Mini GTs are, there we go, tricky to get out of the package sometimes, but we got a wonky wheel or tire, easily fixed. Yeah, this one definitely looks a little bit better to me. This carbon fiber little winglet here just is kind of strange. But I do like this one better than the other version that I have of this body kit. And the GR Supra is yet another car that has grown on me a lot by simply buying a whole bunch of different versions of it and looking at it and gaining an appreciation for it, because when the car was introduced, I really wasn't a fan. But now I actually kind of like it, and kind of even like this version of it. Although some of the other body kit styles are definitely nicer. Liberty Walk version in particular. Very cool. Let's see. How about a station wagon? 1991 Ford LTD Crown Victoria in a taxi livery from Rosarito, Baja, California. Love this casting. And I definitely have a thing for taxis. I've had been trying to avoid collecting them. I think I've given up on that now. This one's pretty cool. Windows look clear. Tailgate seems to be straight. Folds down. Nothing really on the inside. Closes pretty well. Roof rack looks good. Yep. This one seems to be good as well. Little bit of a white wall tire issue. Another very common problem, but I've seen it a lot worse. It's nice. Yeah, I like this one. Looks very good. Let's see. Let's do another mini GT. We have a Lamborghini, LB Works Lamborghini Huracan, black and gold. These are all brand new. These just came out. And which is always exciting. Love to get new mini GTs. It is a brand that is hard to beat. And this one looks awesome. This looks really good. It is just a gloss black. Again, no metal flake or anything, but these bronze, because they're not gold, they're bronze wheels. Look really nice. It has these subtle Liberty Walk logos and Sane on the side. I love the way they do these blue tailpipes on the mini GTs. Nice carbon fiber print on the wing to give that a simulated carbon fiber look. This one, yeah, this looks mean. It looks really good. Very mean. Sweet. All right, another Greenlight. So this is a Highway Patrol, California Highway Patrol hobby exclusive 1975 Ford F100. In the typical California Highway Patrol livery, black and white. Nice looking tailgate. The tailgate doesn't open. Is the hood open on this? No, it doesn't look like it. This actually looks pretty good. Push bar's a little crooked, but it's really not problematic. Maybe it's even supposed to be like that. Front end looks really cool. Yeah, this looks good. It definitely seems to me that Greenlight has better quality control measures on their exclusive hobby exclusive models. Maybe I should log some statistics on this because I have quite a few of them now, but compared to their standard releases, I don't seem to find as many quality problems on the hobby exclusives. So another Greenlight GL Muscle Series 25 2021 Ford Mustang Mach 1 in white, the black stripe. And this is a gloss white paint, which has messed up windows, some paint defects. Yeah. Are you keeping count? Is the hood open on this? It does. It's nicely detailed engine in there. Gloss white paint always seems to look a little bit blobby at this scale. It kind of goes on too thick, and that seems to be the case with this model as well. Painted headlight detail. This is not my favorite modern Greenlight Mustang casting. I think the GT 350 that's a couple model years older is quite a bit nicer than this one. This is okay. Not super awesome. Oh, so before I forget, I am this close to 500 subscribers. So if you're at all enjoying this video, I do one of these every week, and please subscribe. And if you're otherwise enjoying this video and you're already a subscriber or don't want to subscribe, then please give it a thumbs up. That would be very helpful. So the running on empty Series 13 1995 Ford Escort RS Cosworth. Love this casting. And I just dropped it on the ground. And I have lost it. There it is. This looks very cool. Incoming from Inno64, I have a pair of Sierra Cosworths, which look really cool. Those should show up next week, and will probably be in the weekly video that on the following Saturday. But this Greenlight Escort is very cool in its own way, and this one actually doesn't look too bad. Painted tail lights. Looks like inserted headlights with some paint on top. Windows are not too terrible. Is the hood open? Yeah. So, looks pretty good. Let's get a little better light into the engine. There's actually quite a bit of detail in this engine. It's nice. Nice. Very nice model. All right. Mini GT. Race car. Love race cars. Chevrolet Corvette C8.R. This is the first release of this in the US. It's coming out in gray and yellow as the first two. The yellow version is the quintessential Chevrolet Corvette C8 or Corvette racing color. But they do run this car in two different liveries now. They used to all be yellow, but now they do one yellow and one gray. And this is a GTE or GT spec car, as they ran at the 2020 IMSA 24 Hours of Daytona. And starting in 2021, they will no longer be running GT spec cars as the top GT class. They are going to GT3 based cars, which means there will be a GT3 version of the Corvette C8R. But this looks fantastic. This gray color it's another one of these things where it looks way better to the naked eye than it does in any picture that I've seen. There's nothing particularly special about it. It's just a glossish kind of gray, but it's much cooler than I thought it would be. And this is a fantastic looking model. They did a great job on this, as they've done on all of their race car castings. And so with the addition of this, we're well on our way to being able to put together a GTLM grid. We have the C8R, we have the Ford GTLM, which has not come out in a racing livery yet. It's only available in this black livery. And then from Sparky, we have the Porsche 911 RSR GTE. And I believe we're going to see from Tarmac Works, we'll see a Ferrari 488 GTE. And then I'm hoping that since Tarmac Works seems to have the Aston Martin license, we may see the Aston Martin GTE car, which that would be very, very cool. I would love to see that. So this is a great Great addition from Mini GT. Back to Greenlight 1967 Dodge Coronet RT Hemi. This thing looks really cool. It's a beautiful metal flake green. The hood's, wow, that's really springy. Some nice engine detail in there, but that hood does not close well. That's very disappointing. And the texture in this is, there's texture in there, but it's it looks like it's almost just flat silver. So I wonder if this can be fixed. Probably can. Looks cool otherwise. Windows are clear. Nice, were these Krager wheels? Something along those lines. This is a very cool model. I really like this. I'm very disappointed in this hood though. Very disappointed in that. Oh well. Let's see. Midnight Drags from Greenlight. This is a LBE exclusive. I don't know what LBE is. 1987 Ford Mustang in a drag, like a street stock style. Yeah, this is this is really cool. This looks like that hood should open. Maybe not. Oh well. Goodyear on the tires. Some sponsorship badges. It's really cool rear wing. No parachute. That's disappointing. Some little paint issues on the wing, but skinny tires on the front, nice fat tires on the back. Painted details. Inserted details on the back though. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Pretty cool. I like it. One more Mini GT. Porsche 911 Carrera S in Guards Red. This is number 283. I love this car. Has such elegant lines. Although I can already tell this is not going to be my favorite version of it. My favorite version currently is the silver version that they put out first. This is just a gloss red, no metal flake or anything in it. Looks very nice, but the silver version I think shows off the lines of the car a little bit better. And they also put this out in yellow. So this is cool. You know, it's a Mini GT. I've yet to see a Mini GT model that I truly dislike. And yeah, this is nice. Not my favorite version of that, but that's okay. I'm happy to have it. And just a couple more. The 2020 Chevrolet Corvette C8 Stingray in another kind of racing livery. This one, when I saw it in pictures, I wasn't too impressed with it. Figured it wouldn't really be all that cool looking. But once I got it, I actually thought it looked a lot nicer than I expected. And getting it out of the package, I do still think that's the case. Has a opening hood, but I can already tell the windows have issues a little bit, although they're not horrible. You have to, really grade Greenlight on a curve. They're rarely perfect, but this is not too bad. This may not shut quite right, but there it goes. It's not bad. Panel gaps are not even all that bad. So I like this. It's much nicer than I expected. I only got this because I bought a whole case. But I will say that this I love. The C8R. This car looks awesome as in this version. The Stingray version, it's pretty cool, but yeah, this looks way better. The car needs that wing. I mean, the version without any wing on it, like the Stingray has this little wing on the back, and that helps. But the version without this wing doesn't look right to me. All right, Hobby Shop Series 11. This, the 1942 Willys Jeep with security officer. I had gotten a case of Hobby Shop, and which included this, and the one I pulled was a green machine, so I had to order the original version because I open all of my cars, and I don't open green machines because I don't collect chase cars. It is a green wheel green machine, which is always kind of silly to me. And we have a wheel issue or a tire issue. Looks like that can probably be fixed if you take the tire off, trim the flashing. So I like this little Jeep casting, and I really wanted this UN version, so I pulled the green machine in, and then I had to order another copy of the regular version. And it looks really nice, except for that tire. So there you go. What's that count now? About 5 significant quality issues, which is probably, 40%. 1967 Mercury Cougar XR7 Trans Am racer. So another Cougar casting. I almost passed on this one because, unlike a lot of collectors, I'm not really a huge fan of the Gulf livery anymore. It's just, it's done too often. Although this one looks pretty nice. Again, opening hood, has a different engine. Where's the blue one? The Eliminator. So this is one of the reasons why I really like Greenlight. Is despite their quality issues, the cars differ. They would do different years, and you can see the grill is different, and the engine is completely different, and the hood is different, and the rear end will be different. And this one has the wing, and I love those details, and that's a fantastic thing that they would do. If they could just get their quality under control, it would, you could love the brand without reservation. Whereas right now, it's a little bit tough to do. But this doesn't look too bad. I like these wheels. I like the light blue with the silver in the middle. That looks really cool. And for a Gulf livery, this is not too bad. But, I just love Mercury Cougars. And the Trans Am race cars are fantastic. And then the last few items I did a video where I talked about, or I unboxed what I had referred to as my Holy Grail car, and that is this Jaguar XJR9 from Kyosho, and I picked up 3 of these. So the number 1 car, the number 2 car, and then the one in British Racing Green. And these were used. And in my video, I didn't notice any problems with them, but it turns out that this one is missing a mirror, which is a little bit disappointing. But the other 2 do have them. They are complete and seem to be in perfect condition otherwise. But yeah, this is, if you want to know why this is my Holy Grail car, you can watch that video and I'll explain it in much more detail. But love this car. And I think that is going to do it. So a quick look at the selections for this week, and thank you for watching.